encouraging as well, because they found on a couple of occasions now ways past the defensive.
Oh, Luke Thomas has tried to be a bit too cute there. Reese's shot saved by Stalemate. Didn't seem a lot of danger when it was overcooked the pass, but it wasn't given up by Bristol City, and Reese might have scored had it not been for Stalemate. It's not sedate anymore, Matt Elliott, as Scott Twine fouls Ayew on halfway.
No, exactly. Incidents at either end, in particular at Stalamate's, because as you say there, a little bit loose, wasn't it there? I think Tom was trying to shepherd it out, wasn't he, a little bit, and then the Bristol player got the march on him. He feared the worst, to be honest.
This city of Bristol has never had a team in the top flight in the Premier League era, given it's one of the biggest cities in England. Here goes Bobby Cordova-Reid, born in Bristol. Now a lovely little cute ball from Mavididi. It pops out to Fatawu, back to Jordan James. James looking for the angle to cross, goes back to Fatawu. Lovely spin. Chowdhury crosses in, free header, right off the bar from Mavididi. Flag stayed down, and that is a huge chance inside 8 minutes for Leicester to take the lead at Ashton Gate.
Well, frailty has been shown at both ends of the pitch. This time, Bristol City looking exceptionally open. Fatawu, I thought, possibly showed a bit more devilment and got in on the end of the cross initially. They're not a bad side, these. We're up against it tonight.
Corner kick for Leicester. Fatawu pings it in. Jordan James has come around the back, and he slightly overcooks his volleyed pass, given away to Mavididi though, who goes over penalty. Twine's fouled Mavididi. Leicester have a spot kick. Referee gave it instantly, and after a bright start with 16 minutes on the clock, this is the chance for Leicester to make it 1-0.
Well, he's had a bright start from the off pretty much, hasn't he, Mavididi? He showed plenty of threat. Leicester in general have, from different sources. I thought Mavididi possibly slightly fortunate, maybe not so much the decision itself, but I thought maybe he should have hit it as it came onto his right foot, but who am I to say there? He's skipped past the challenge.
Jordan Ayew up against Vitek, who bounces on his line. Ayew right footed, cool as you like. Little chip down the middle, and Leicester chasing back-to-back away wins, lead at Ashton Gate. What composure from Jordan Ayew from the spot.
Not bad, that. A little bit of impudence, don't mind that, do you, if you're successful, and shows confidence from him individually, and as a result that will filter through to the team hopefully, but as will the fact that they've gone 1-0 up here at Ashton Gate, and it's surprising he probably is not more prolific with his goal scoring, because he can finish. You know, to tuck a penalty away like that, I know it's a little bit fancy, a little bit risky.
Jason Knight, the normal captain, on the bench. He was one of those who was involved in the big fracas here. Social media clip went viral as well. Everybody was involved. Back with Sykes now on the edge of the box. Into Twine. Twine will set it back. Leicester need to be careful here. Free header for Pring at the far post. He's put it over the bar. Well, that was their best moment. And I think that Pring will be disappointed that he didn't at least force Stalemate into a save, if not plant that beyond him for 1-1.
Yeah, overload, wasn't it? Yeah, just a sheer weight of numbers there. Look at Leicester stretch, good quality, a nice setup, clip into a dangerous area. Hamza Chowdhury sort of didn't know whether to stick or twist and came across to cover and couldn't cover both players.
We'll be back in the early hours and need to be ready to go at King Power on Saturday. As long ball forward as well, dealt with by Chowdhury. He releases Fatawu, who with a lovely little flick inside. Now goes on the outside and beats his man gorgeously. Fatawu pulls it back. Cordova-Reid scores. Doesn't celebrate against the club where it all began. But that was gorgeous, gorgeous wing play from Abdul Fatawu. He takes the plaudits. Cordova-Reid supplied the finish. And what a first half this is for Leicester. They're 2-0 up.
I've got to chuckle to myself there a little bit, because I was just thinking to myself, I was saying about Abdul Fattah, you're attracting 3 players. Don't be ridiculous. You can't skip past that many. Pop it off. Then next opportunity. Okay, it wasn't 3, but it was 2. They doubled up on him. Didn't deter him. He's lost it on a couple of occasions. He has that sort of unique style, doesn't he? He runs and he touches it with the outside of his left foot, and then he can just knock it and go and sort of unbalances the opponent, and it skips by him and then picks out. Beautiful pass there, just cuts it back, and Cordova-Reid showing his experience.
10-minute period here. Bristol City, one imagines, will throw everything at Leicester, and they've opened them up nicely here. Mehmeti's ball in, very good defending, and it's driven home anyway by Sykes, and Leicester unable to see off this early storm. Sykes has rattled it home. 50 seconds into the second period, it's game on now. It's not as comfortable as it was. 2-1.
Well, I need to be checking myself on what my comments are, because I'm just in agreement with you in as much as Bristol City are going to come at them. Of course they are. You know, if they're going to make any indentations against Leicester, it needs to be earlier the better. And I got the feeling that Leicester are switched on and alert enough there.
Yellow cards are topping up for some very important figures out there now. Mehmeti will swing this ball in. Bristol City looking for an equalizer all of a sudden. Oh, they might get one. Stalemate in the end parried that out, and fortunately it was Luke Thomas. It arrived at him and he swept it behind for a corner. Had that gone to a red shirt, it would have been 2-2. They've taken the corner quickly. Comes away to Dickey again, and there's space out there, and they've picked the pass quite nicely. Here comes the latest shot, Stalemate. That one was very well saved. Reece hit it. It was swerving and bouncing, and Stalemate, I think, did very well to keep that out and then dive on the loose ball. He's picked up an injury. That was not the easiest shot to save.
No, it was set up, wasn't it? It was a vicious strike. I mean, he does seem in genuine pain, Stalemate. I didn't think the challenge looked that heavy from Armstrong as he attempted to pinch the ball away. He wasn't able to produce it. Comfortably gathered by Leicester keeper.
Neto Borges down that left-hand side. Now Armstrong, Nelson, who was booked for a foul on the first half, got the better of big Sinclair Armstrong there and put it out for a throw. Taken short though, poked back by Armstrong. Now it comes in, it's a free header, it's in! Reece has equalised, and Leicester, having soaked up so much pressure, can't survive. 2-0 up at half-time, with 7.5 minutes left. We're now all square, 2-2.
Wow, huge blow for the Foxes. It's regardless of what happens to the next 10 minutes or so.
Now Louis Page. Can Leicester maybe have the last chance of the night? Page to Thomas, Luke Thomas that is. Back here to Page. He's got options around him. Luke Thomas trots in. Thought about shooting on the right foot. Back he goes to Silko Thomas. He does shoot. It's a good effort, and it's palmed away by the goalkeeper. Very close to what would have been the winner from Silko Thomas.
He did what Luke Thomas thought about doing. Probably the right decision from Luke Thomas. Do I just hoik it out? Oh, there's a final whistle.
It is. They were just readying a change, but that is it. 95 minutes of hectic championship football, and it's a point for Leicester, who were 2-0 up at half-time thanks to the penalty from Jordan Ayew and Bobby Cordova-Reid second. Bristol City got one back 50 seconds into the second half from Sykes, and pushed until Reece headed one home with 7 minutes left to make it 2-2. Both sides could have won it after that, but in the end it is a point apiece. And take a breather. Bristol City 2, Leicester City 2, the full-time score at Ashton Gate.